Hi, hello. In this video would be about questions that couples or people who would like to book a couple photo shoot or a solo photo shoot or a photo shoot with hot and sexy models send me and ask me. Okay, so let me read out one by one and I will reply. This would be a first time to us. So was thinking to go for the professional guidance senior photographer option. The reason why the person is mentioning senior photographer because we have a junior photographer, right? So this option is available for people who would like a cheaper service. Okay. Cheaper service, of course, comes with a different type of experience. But in general, the photography you will get. You will be able to make portraits, you will be able to make boudoir, glamour, you will be able to make nudes. Junior photographer is much younger and has different kind of experience in the background. Okay. So when the younger generation, you see how it is, the mature people would like to work with mature. Okay. No, that's true. So when they know that there is a kid in the studio, it's kind of okay when it's a professional. I have a junior photographer with extensive experience in photography, right? Able to create portraits, worked in the studio, provide fast service. Okay, fast. Okay, so some people who has a limited budget, that's what they go for. Okay, for junior photographer, they have no choice, to be fair, and they should be grateful that they have this option available, right? So but this couple is choosing a senior photographer with a professional background in creating, making love scenes and photography and videos for couple, right? And senior photographer has an experience. This is me. Okay, I have experience in event more than 30 years. Making events in an adult business since 2005. Okay, so tell me a little bit more about what is involved and what you offer and what is accepted. Okay, when couples are asking about what do I offer, I could say very quickly it is a makeover service to make ladies feel comfortable before the erotic photo shoot, because ladies are very much freaking out about their looks. Okay, makeover service and the hairstyle, right? There is a photography service and videography service. Okay, so you can create photography photos in the studio and videos, okay, in the studio, right? There is an editing service, right? If you're shooting photography or videography, someone needs to edit and prepare your files, right? Make your movies, check the sounds, and just create all of that, right? Galleries, prepare the editing content so that you will be able to review images online, right? And the last service is model hire service. Okay, my studio can hire models, okay, female and male models, right? If you have, for example, uh, a fantasy and you're a couple and you would like to shoot threesome fantasy, a cuckold fantasy, that's what we can do here in the studio. If you are a single person, right, and you would like to shoot with a sexy model, right, a hot male model or a hot female model, to have a couple experience, right? Couple experience, that's what you can do, right? There are different kind of fantasies, okay? And so if you look at the, for example, fetish or domination on a kinky side, there is a dominatrix model, right? Who you can book, but that's a totally different service, okay? Tantric model as well, provided slightly different service, okay? So that's what we offer, okay, including the studio facilities, sets, changing room, right, full of outfits, accessories, props, toys to play, right, stuff that you would need, to how to say, to make that fantasy more, more indulging, more amazing, details, right? Okay, and moving on, what is accepted? Okay, one couple is asking what is accepted in a photo shoot, the only thing what they're looking for is making love sex scenarios, okay? Penetration shoot, nude shoot, explicit shoot, cum shots, okay? And, foreplay, hardcore. There are a lot of things what they would like to try and do in the studio. So when they writing me a question, what is accepted in the studio, I usually say no limit. Okay, no limits. That's what I would answer, right? So tell me a little bit more what is involved. Okay, what is involved? I believe it's about how everything goes in the studio, right? So usually couple arrive to the studio and have a consultation. Okay, we need to know exactly what we're shooting, what we want to do, okay, who wants what to create, right? We ask lady what are the fantasies and ideas. We ask the guy, right? And then there is a photographer who will advise you, right? Push your limits, okay? Make you try different kind of things. We're talking about a senior photographer who will get involved, okay? Junior photographer is scared. The junior photographer can pose you, do how to say staged shots, right? Stage shots, right? That's usually what happens in the studio. Photographers do not create sexual energy or sexual intense scenes, right? This is not something what they would like to get involved to. And then again, it's just like too complicated and too much, right? So they do it superficially. You can come cuddle, like kiss. You can do some kind of a posing, pretend, okay, in inscenization, like act out, okay, but to actually lead a making love scene into scenarios, into sets, direct, shoot everything. Not every studio is available for that. I just know that, right? So let me move on to another question, right? How erotic do you do, please? As we wanting some pictures of foreplay and penetration, what would be the price as well? Okay, the price is a very interesting question, okay, because it does reflect on couples' abilities, okay, abilities to relax, how long they take in the studio to create certain content, what they would like, okay, what are the wishes. So some people have a grandiose plans, okay, which I am, how to say, when I hear these plans, I think, oh my God, it will take me to shoot the whole day, and some people just want to have a few pictures and a quick sex in the studio, okay? So that depends on the couple. Absolutely. A duration. Okay, how complex is the shoot? What are requirements? Okay, what are the finals, right? What is the post-production staged? Seriously. The most maybe annoying thing is that people are calculating the time in the studio. They're calculating the time in the studio, and they do not calculate the time in post-production, right? So usually in the studio, in 1 hour, okay, I shoot around 150 pictures, right? And I can shoot 15 to 20 minutes of video content, okay? They can get a movie, right? So edit that 150 images and create the movie, short movies, right? Take a movie stills and so on. Takes me a day. Okay, it takes me a day, right? If we shoot, for example, 2 to 3 hours, it takes me 2 to 3 days to edit this content, right? Because there is like 500 or 600 pictures, right? Then there will be an hour minimum, like 60 minutes, or more footage to go through and edit everything, right? So it takes me a few days, right, to work on this file. So that's what people do not know, right? They need to include the time in post-production. They have to, because what they're looking online is edited images. They're looking already into edited images, and they do not realize that shooting is not the same like editing. Editing is happening after, when your files are created, right? It can't happen before, right? Or it can happen even the same time. But there are studios who shoot portrait photography, right? And they are very quick. Okay, by the time they changing, they're already choosing the shots, but usually it's like they shooting 10-15 pictures. Okay, so it is easy to go into this file and choose few pictures from every set, right? So few pictures there, few pictures there. So that's why it's so quick, right? But I do not shoot portraits. Okay, making love scenarios, it's about passion, it's about energy, it's about breaking free, and it's about expressing yourself, right? So that's why we have a time, and we need that time for people to create, right, these amazing photographs. And usually the best shots are at the end, okay, when they absolutely turn on, okay, when they climaxing, when they are absolutely relaxed, when they go through that stiffness and awkwardness, the stage, right? There is the stages, but there are people who are relaxed and turn on and pumped up straight away. But usually these are young couples. Okay, mature generation, slowly start slowly. Okay, start slowly. That's what I can say. Okay, so price depends on the project, how long we will work on this project. And of course, it depends on the couple, right? How good is the couple? How quickly they learn? How quickly they produce content? How long it will take for them, right? And how many, artwork we create. I remember I shot one couple 6 hours. Okay, they book 1 hour photo shoot, and we were shooting 6 hours. Okay, that's how long they needed both to relax, but they were not in a good place together. Okay, they some couples, you see, some couples are very in love. Let's just say, okay, very in love, very passionate towards the others, and some couples don't. They just come, and to create that amazing experience, you need to pump them up. You need to boost. You need to give them a lot of things to do, tasks, so they will just, get involved into that creative process, and start doing something, start producing some kind of a sexy, hot energy, right? So depends on the couple, right? How erotic do you do? Okay, so like I said, how erotic? As more erotic as possible. That's what we do here. Okay, the deeper the better. Okay, so yes, no limits photo shoots. Okay, what's happening here is no limits photo shoots, and like they write, they want foreplay, they want a penetration, yeah, everything we create here, like. Okay, next question. Looking for a professional photographer to film me and my partner confidentially. Okay, do you provide this service? Yes. Confidentially, it means that they will own the artwork. Okay. So you see, people somehow think that this is automatically, okay, they will go and get the service and they will own the artwork, like automatically. But without studio and professional help, without the creator, they are not able to create any of that. Okay. Otherwise, they will stay at home. Okay, and they can film confidentially, right? But it is totally different what we making here, right, and what they making, right? So there is a non-disclosure agreement form, right? And what the studio says is that it doesn't how to say, it does not disclose the information, the identity, right? But we're using the artwork. We are using, okay, we are displaying beautiful body or amazing sex scenes we shot. Okay, that's where we get the material from. Okay, otherwise everyone would like to have this confidential, and the studio will have nothing to show. Okay, that's the truth. That's the truth. So yeah, so we do not disclose any uh, face, right? But we take the body. They take, everything what's related with that passion, sexuality. It's not about identity, right? When people making love, we remove the face, right? So that's what we do, and we are allowed to use, we're sharing this, okay? We're sharing this content together. They are allowed to do whatever they want as well, okay? They do not sign any contract saying that this is only for private use and they can't do anything with it, right? But if is it here specifically requested confidential, there will be an agreement form where the studio sign off, okay, and give copyrights, right, for a special price. Okay, usually it's double or triple of the photo shoot, right? In other studios, to get copyright form, it's happens through in the term, like for 1 year. Okay, they release, right? They give copyrights for 1 year to use it, for 2, for 5, for 10, whatever, right? So that's how it works in our studios. We just double, triple the price depending on the project. Okay, so next question, how would a typical session the flow looks, please? And are there other people in the studio or just us and yourself taking a video? Okay, that's a very popular question, okay, because other studios have more people, okay? The bigger the production, the bigger the agency, the more people are involved, okay? So yes, most of the time what will happen in our studios is that you will share facilities. You will share the studio at the same time with other people. Someone will be in the changing room, someone will be just working and preparing, someone will be leaving, someone will be shooting, and you will be getting ready. That's the normal situation, okay? In my studio, you get exclusive time, okay? To stay in the studio and just you. I hire studio just specifically for you. That's why deposit is not refundable for booking a studio. I book a studio slot, okay? And take a deposit for a studio. And if people are missing, then they do not get a refund. Okay, so that's how it works. But there is no one else. Okay, when you book a studio, there will be a studio booked just for you. Okay, and you will be using the facilities. Okay, everything here, it will be just you and a photographer. Right? That's how it goes. Right? So simple, right? There will be no strangers, right? Walking by and watching. Okay, next question. Oh, let me just finish. And typical flow of the session. Okay, typical flow of the session usually starts from intimate conversation, right? We need to know what's happening, what we're shooting. Okay, we will need to plan the ideas, we will need to plan the outfits, we will need to plan in general fantasies, looks, what's happening, right? Then we will just go and shoot everything on certain sets we use, right? So we will decide where we're shooting, how we're shooting, what kind of a content we're shooting. Usually we're shooting every set in a photography format and a video format, okay? And then scene after scene, okay, we're shooting those sets, right? And so you will have different series, okay? And then when the plan is finished, complete, then you're going home. Okay, so usually you will have a photographer explaining you what's happening in the studio, what you can do in the studio, okay, showing you, advising you what will be the best option for this and for this. You will get different lighting variations for different sets, okay, absolutely different, right? And you will go through that experience. If you don't know what to do, usually people say, I am the first time and I don't know what to do. You don't need to know. How would you know, right? How would you know? You arrive in the studio and you will get all the information. Yeah. It's like you going to cooking lesson. Okay. You will come to the kitchen, they will show you the products and they will explain you how to cook this, right? Step by step. And you will be, trying to cut those vegetables, to do this is by trying, right? So you will have a person who will look after you, right? And give you the best guidance, the best tips how to do it better, right? Push you, direct you, right? and you will have help all the way, right? So you don't need to figure this out for yourself. Okay, some couples think that they will come to the studio and do whatever they want. No, they will not do whatever they want unless they book such a shoot, okay? Because when they do whatever they want, I cannot guarantee the results. Okay, I am here to direct them and to understand what you're shooting and how you're shooting so that I will get, the best of the situation, the best, the best photography options, the best video sets. I need to film that everything correctly. Okay. So the next question is just us. Yeah, it has always been a fantasy of mine to have an erotic shoot before I get too old. Are there any rules I should know, and how explicit can it be? This is one of the reasons why people doing a photo shoot, okay? Because they know that they will get too old for it, right? And even if you say you're never too old, believe me, when you are, when you're really, really old, you're not gonna do it. So it is better to do it earlier, so then later when you really get old, you can talk about it. Okay, so that's what they're doing it. Any rules? Yes, there is a rule. First rule is a booking. Okay, very often clients would like to plan, what they're wearing, know the details of the shoot, know asking me to share what I will suggest and what fantasies. They're asking me to work. They haven't booked anything, they haven't paid the deposit, and they're asking me to dedicate their time, give their time, what you can suggest, what you can advise. Nothing I can advise and suggest. Okay, the first rule is commit to the shoot. Okay, so you need to choose the date and send the deposit. Okay, that's the first thing. No one is wasting time here, right? If people are booking the shoot, then we're taking this very seriously, and then we will plan and discuss and talk about it and, start going around it, right? So that's the only thing I can tell, right? So that this is a must. Booking a day, setting up, the shoot. That's how it goes. Then again, about canceling, right? Canceling, I now say to everyone that deposit is not refundable, right? But there are sometimes situations when people are flying. Just recently, one couple was flying in and they said that the plane was canceled. And I said, okay, I can then, postpone and make it later, right? They traveling, the plane is canceled, they fly, they don't fly, I don't understand this, I remember I just recently, last week, shot a guy who canceled 5 times. Okay. I mean, rescheduled even 5 times. So imagine for the studio, okay, 5 times rescheduling. This is not a business, it happens as a charity, I don't do such favors anymore unless there is a serious situation, then I can reschedule. But when you allow people reschedule, they just don't care. They can reschedule endlessly, like seriously endlessly. So that's an adult business, that's a commitment. Studio is getting ready, okay, this is not a walking situation, right? We select our clients. Okay, this is happening only by, an appointment, right? So that's how it goes. It's more strict now. Okay, so that everyone will be serious about this. Okay, so how explicit can it be? It can be as explicit as you paid. Okay, and that is, I think it's clear, right? There are a lot of people who would book a shoot and who would say, oh, I just want a few pictures naked, right? And then they undress and they start getting horny, and then they want to come shots and whatever they want later, this and that, and they haven't paid for it. Okay, so there is very often this situation when they just, oh, we just want a few pictures and nothing serious, nothing much. I remember one lady, she booked and she said, I need just a portrait. I just need a portrait. a headshot, and then I can see her getting out of the car and carrying her boots, like high heels. And I'm thinking, how is it the headshot? And the headshot is like this, right? How is it going to be the headshot? Okay. And her boots, high heels will be there, I'm just interested, right? So people booking one thing, but then they secretly hoping that they will get some extra services, okay? Or for example, booking this, and then some people wouldn't say, oh, I have this fetish, okay, can this model do this and this for me? In adult business, every idea or every extra service is payable, right? No, seriously. If you're booking this and this, and then you want something extra from the model, it model decides, but usually they pay. Okay. If they stay longer, for example, they book a model for 1 hour, right? They happen to me many times. Okay, especially with couples. They so enjoy that much that they would love to stay another hour and another hour till I will come and say, your shoot is finished, okay? You should come right now and then go home. Enough. No, seriously, enough. So that's how it goes, right? Uh, when you having fun, the time goes very quickly, okay? And the appetite is growing during the food consumption. That is always the case, right? So there are many times when people book one thing and then they planning to do something extra, and they think that the photographer should do it for free and stay there, or how to say, edit for free. That's how it goes. So that's something you should be aware and be honest with your photographer, because there will be extra charges, right? How can I persuade my husband to be more wild and explore my fantasy? My problem is we have gone stale. So this is from the couple who are in the friend zone, right? And the relationship is kind of slowed down, and there is no intimacy, like I can see. Is, well, there are, what can I say here about this question? How can I persuade my husband? Well, you need to come and test it, right? Test a lot of scenarios, and probably not only think about yourself, but also think about your husband, right? Okay, so there will be things what he would like to do, or he would like to try, or I make him to try those things, right, in the studio. And then we will work towards the wife and towards the husband, and then we do something together, join ideas and something. And that's the only way, how you can persuade, how you can talk him out into this. Usually the woman in a relationship is holding back. Okay, seriously, that's why probably I put this question, because usually the men are interested in shooting erotic photo shoot and woman does not agree. That's how it is. Okay, doesn't agree. Woman has a lot of issues about themselves, about the mental state, about their broken image, how they look and how they are, and that's what's holding them back. Okay, especially when they in the family have babies. Okay, they're not young anymore. Not there are many reasons why. Okay, so yeah, with the men it's much easier. Okay, they should come and they easier to get into the vibe, right? But like I said, I just mentioned a photo shoot, when we had a photo shoot, and the woman was very stiff, and we shot really long time so that she can relax, so that she can produce this. But the problem with that couple was that by the time I was trying to warm her up properly, right, so that I can see that she is ready to create amazing erotic fantasies, the husband was was trying to flirt with the makeup artist. Okay, and that's the thing, that's the thing. So there are many issues in the couple. Okay, many issues. That's why I'm gladly taking the ones who are absolutely dedicated, happy with each other, in love with each other, and all amazing. Unfortunately, that's, how to say, life, and life happens, and not every couple feel this way. Okay, that's why I start exploring erotic photography and videos with hot and sexy models. Okay, because it does help. It does help. Okay, to put that how to say, love life back on the track. Okay. Okay, let me go to another question about junior photographer. Affordability rather than anything else. Would it be just as effective? The answer is no. If you hire a junior photographer, okay, for someone who would understand probably easier, because the men watching this content more, okay, imagine there are two models, okay, one model costs 200 pounds, okay, and the other model costs 2,000 pounds, okay, and I shot both range models, okay, I can tell you, the one which costs 200 pounds, you will not choose, okay, but okay, you have 200 pounds, you don't care with who you will be in that shoot. That which will cost 200 pounds will be lying like a log, with just the legs open. That's what be your experience. Okay. She will perform as much as she paid for. Okay. So she is like a prop in there, you know? A prop, but the one who will be paid 2,000, right? Ooh, she will wiggle. She will make this photo shoot stimulating. She will dance. She will flirt. She will, she will bring the sass. She will move around. It will be interesting, and the making love scenarios will be wow, amazing. Okay, so that's how it is. The whole experience will be different. The way you will accept and go through this experience will be different. Okay, and that's the difference between someone who has um, I'm not saying that 200 models do not have an experience. They cost 200 because that's for what they do. It's like a fast food, okay, restaurant, which is quick and an easy option, right? And to go to a Michelin star, right? Which is like grand, a lot of flavors, a lot of everything. That's what you're comparing, right? So the price matters. And I always say to my clients, especially when it comes to models, you can't have a Rolls Royce for the price of a Mini. You can't. Seriously. And it's not up to me. And they trying to convince me so that I would go and speak with the models. And I say constantly to the guy, stop embarrassing me. This is not my job. I actually seriously believe that they should be paid top price for the service that they offer, because I know the service. Okay. It's not about making a shoot and making it cheaper and how much I can negotiate down the price with the model. It actually offending me. It's offending me. Sometimes clients give such ridiculous offers, and go and ask that model, can she do this and this service for this price? Okay, and it just becomes like pimping. I hate that. Okay, I think my clients who want to book a model, they should respect the service. Okay, they should respect the opportunity that is available on the cards for them, right? They should understand that this service which will be provided is actually arranged on their behalf. They don't have to uh, make all of this talking, planning, booking, right? Choosing, everything will be laid down. You will just see the picture, this and this, and then photographer will do the job. And the most importantly is that how to say, it's exclusive. Okay, so exclusive services, they has to be paid accordingly, right? And everything but the model does with you on the camera is exclusive. Okay, so that's about the models, right? Affordability and effectiveness. Okay, but here is something what I can tell you. Okay, junior photographer is absolutely capable to take great naked pictures, right? Great naked pictures. You will be undressed and the picture quality will be the same like I do. Seriously. It's just you're not gonna be turned on and wild and crazy, in love with that couple because mm, she hold back that energy. She doesn't feel comfortable. Okay, and the couple will feel it. She doesn't want this. She's okay with it. She get paid for that. She doesn't know what to do. And now you start screaming, coming, you will scare that junior photographer. No, seriously, they're not trained. Okay. The erotic photography in general and adult photography, it's a topic that everyone goes through their own experience, okay, and learn from their own base what they shot, what experience they had, okay, and it is not many photographers who had a proper experience. Yes, they shoot a lot of naked people, but it doesn't mean that these people were doing something, okay. We're going into climax, arousement, horniness, or whatever. No, they were just naked. Just naked pose, right? So that's what you will get, naked pose. And for some people, it's absolutely enough. They don't have to, feel something. For me, it's not enough. I have to know that there is photography and videos that I make is based and charged with that energy, that I can feel this, and you can feel it too. Okay, you can feel it too. So that's the difference. But visually, it depends on who wants what. Visually, you will be naked, and that would be your result, right? Okay, how do I got making a booking, please? Do I pay in full now or make a deposit? Okay, so bookings are made via contact form on my website. Okay, if someone wants to arrange the booking right now, there is my phone number. They text me, okay, to WhatsApp. I don't like when people are disturbing me or calling me in the night or something. I can tell you. If I receive a phone call which is somewhere in the middle of the night, I check those phone calls. I block those numbers. Okay, they are not my clients. Okay, they do not understand. Okay, that this is a photography studio. It doesn't really operate on these hours. There are on the Google information that there are normal operating hours. I do exclude people when they call from US or from other countries, but most of the time that's exactly what happens. So I prefer to get to be in contact on the normal hours, right? And that's going to be via contact page on the website or directly via message. Then we will agree what time is it best to talk, right? To book a shoot, because I need to know who I'm booking, who I'm letting into the studio, and what we're making, right? What will be the projection? What we're planning? Okay, how many people? What will be the duration, right? How big is the project? Okay, what they want, okay, and what they need. Okay, so that's the basic information, right? And to book and shoot, you only need a deposit. Seriously. And I think I'm the only studio like that who just take a deposit. I don't want people to freak out or be nervous. And I can tell you that there are people who take advantage of it, right? But I'm very careful with young people now. Okay. So I am absolutely cool and chill for mature, right, couples, because no funny business with them. Okay. But when I see young people, right, they can take, how it is, right? Because we create the content which is can be used for different adult websites, right? And you can make money from it, right? And some people just want to help themselves, I'm not gonna go into this, but it happened to me. Okay, so you can book, like I say, via our website, juliawinterstudio.com, or you can find the phone number on there, okay, and book via text, okay, and then have a consultation. We will speak about the shoot, and you will send the deposit 200, right? Then we will shoot the thing, what we want to shoot, or you think you want to shoot. We will see what actually happened during the shoot, okay, what we've created, how much we've created, and then we will decide, right, what is the post-production. And in general, I like to decide the price after, or we can have a budget things, right, already set up budgets, and then I'm shooting trying to fit in a budget. That's how also possible, okay. So what it goes, affordability, booking, pay in full, or make a deposit. Yeah, so deposit you can send via website. Okay, it's a £200 deposit, right? Or you can get in contact with me. We will discuss this, and then I will send you bank details, and you will say pay via bank. Okay. But there is no payments here in the studio happening, okay, on the day, right? People arrive, they shoot content, then they see the content after the post-production editing process, right? I send examples, I send even the full gallery view, right? They will see the content, and then we make the payments, right, via bank. But there is exception when you hire a model. Okay. When you hire a model, you pay a model on the same day, even before the shoot. Okay, so that I know that model is paid for the service and the model is going happy to perform in front of the camera. So that's important to know. When you're hiring the model, you pay model in full on the day, and of course, before you pay a deposit. Okay, so that's how the payment works. What is the difference shooting solo or shooting photo shoot with the model? Okay, that's a very interesting question because I can sense that this is the man who's asking this question. And the answer is this: you are alone on your set, okay? And all the lights and the pressure on you, okay? When you're shooting solo, it is you who is there, okay, and you are alone. So that's a solo shoot. You are alone on the set, you are performing, you are changing, you are creating different kind of set scenarios, fantasies. Now when you have a model, okay, when you have a model, you are not alone there. Here we go. That's the difference. You're alone or you're not alone. Okay, when you're not alone, you see with that model, you can make the things that you cannot make by yourself. Okay, so simple as that. When you are not alone with the model, you will shoot a different content, just different content. And when the model is changing, you will have the same solo shoots, okay, because I'm not wasting my time. I'm not wasting my time. So I usually, when I have a photo shoot with models, I deliver a solo shoot, okay, because you see model is changing 5 minutes or so, right? In that 5 minutes, I create shots like that, right? We quickly set up, do this and this. So I deliver and solo shoot and a photo shoot with the model. Okay. And with the model, of course, this is a totally different shoot. You are not alone. The model knows how to, okay, what to do. So how is it different? It is easier. Okay. The model comes and the model takes over, takes the lead. Okay, male or female, they are confident. They know how to pose themselves. They know how to present themselves. They know how to be around you. Okay, they know how to create those scenarios. They know how to move around it. They know what the shoot has to be. Okay, they've been trained. Okay, so they know very well, and it's much easier. Then when you're booking a model, you don't even have to think of worry. Okay, you will have 100% successful shoot. Model will make this. Okay, model will relax you. Model will stimulate you. Imagine you want an erection shot. You will be masturbating by yourself, right? No, seriously, there is no one else there, right? If you want naked masturbation, so that's what you're gonna do by yourself in a solo shoot. But when you will have a model, guess what? Guess what? Someone will be doing it for you, okay? And that's the difference. It's a huge difference, right? Okay, so I hope that is clear. Okay. Do you supply the models or do I arrange the model? Both options are possible. Okay, both options are possible. People can bring the models. Okay, the problem when they are bringing the model is first the model do not turn up. Okay, the model are not the way they've expected, okay, by the pictures and so on. The model is equally in the same shoes like the client is because they never done the photo shoot before. The model is first time here, okay? So the client is scared, the model is scared, and you are responsible for model's performance, okay? If you bring your model, you're doing everything. You are arranging the model, you're discussing the model, you are how to say, discussing the looks, the performance, the experience you want to get, the settings, you're doing everything, okay? Yeah, the photography is just shooting. However, it happened to me many times that the model, even they booked the model did not arrive. Okay, it happened to me. So that's, that's the tricky when you're booking the model yourself. Okay, because usually when people are booking the model themselves, they're looking for a cheaper version. Okay, cheaper, option. And that's what happens, okay, when they doing that. But when I provide the model, it is 100% guaranteed that the model will arrive on time, and will help you to create a great shoot, amazing shoot, and that you will have an amazing time, okay, because they bring the fun, they bring the party, they relax you, they do everything, right, to have a great, amazing shoot. So it is an amazing experience, especially for those who are shy, scared, or in general afraid. Okay. How much is a professional session, video session, or the photo shoot cost? Okay, how much does it cost? Okay, so there is a price list, right? There is a price list. So if you're doing a makeover, for example, service, which takes between 1 and 2 hours, it costs 150 to 250 pounds, right? Depending on what is, what we're creating, what's happening. Okay, so the lady is providing this service, right? Photography is priced depending on what we're shooting and how we're shooting, right? It depends on duration. Okay, and of course then later it all sums up with the editing and post-production process. Okay, I am just saying people very often confuse when they look at the price list and they think, okay, I want to stay 2 hours, then it means it will cost me that much. Okay. No, seriously, and they calculate that. It happened to me a million times. No one is calculating a post-production time, editing time. Okay. And when I speak with couples, oh, would you like this gallery? Yes. Would you like that gallery? Would you like this movies? Yeah. Would you like to, different mixed sets in this? Would you like, sound like this? And they would say, yes, yes. But this is whole editing process, right? This is all happens in the editing, right? And when I shoot, like I say, 2 hours, for example, post-production, I edit 2 days. Okay. So in those 2 days, I can be shooting, right? So I have to say, so that's the often confusion happens. Where is this price coming from? Okay, I booked 2 hours, then we had this shooting, right? And then someone magically created those galleries, created those, edited and provided all the images. You will get linked to the photography, you will get linked to the videos, and everything magically appeared. It's not magically. People actually sitting there and working and doing. It's a time-consuming job as well. Okay, so that is important. That is important to know, okay, that the post-production has to be included in the price. But there are couples who just want an experience, okay? There are people who just want an experience, then that's fine. You don't need to calculate any post-production. But in that time, I would be agreeing, just, we will be agreeing on some kind of how it will be delivered, because I shoot in a raw format, okay? And imagine if I shoot 500 pictures in the raw format, let's say 500 pictures, 2 hours, even to spend 1 minute just to do a basic editing, transforming from one format to another, from raw to JPEG, 1 minute, it takes already 500 minutes, okay? I don't miss. All the pictures, I create are great. So 500 minutes, okay, calculate, it's nearly 8 or 9 hours just to process that file, and then you need to upload that file, create a gallery, create the links, wait that all the images, it takes time. People, they have no clue, and they do not think that this is, necessary, everything is happened by magic. No. That's why photographers in the studio give you just few shots. That's why you get those 5 pictures after the 2 or 3 hours photo shoot. That's why, not 500, but that's why you have 5 pictures or 10 pictures or 15 pictures, okay? No one giving you, unless you are shooting an event and this is a wedding event, but then wedding event cost accordingly, right? Because you getting the so many images from that event, right? That's why it's not by magic, okay? Let me go to another session. Okay, so what is the photo shoot experience at Julia Winter Studio? Okay, that's a very maybe a deep question, but if it simplify is this, okay, usually you will get a staged and limited photo shoot, okay, in other studios. And what that means is that you will pose and you will take few pictures, okay? I am moving away from the standard and I am shooting the feeling and the energy, okay? And when you're shooting those things, right? First, with your experience, you need to lead that couple, okay, to that amazing comfort zone when they are absolutely, how to say, blending with each other and creating amazing content. And it all takes time. Okay, so I concentrate on experience and on energy, sexual energy, climax energy, okay, on everything what is scaring our photographers, okay. On everything what is, how to say, it's putting other people, in discomfort zone. I enjoy to be there, right? And like I say, when you go and see the doctor, for example, if that's a professional, right, you would not feel a discomfort undressing, okay, performing whatever you want. I don't know if you see proctologist, urologist, gynecologist, right, when it's intimate, right, you would not feel that much discomfort, okay, by the energy who that person is. You will connect with that person in a different way, right? And you would not feel, that this is something what is really a shame you to do or something, right? So that's what I'm maybe comparing my experiences with, right? If other photographers don't feel comfortable doing that, I am great at this. Okay, natural. Okay, next questions is, a makeover photo shoot can change? Yes. Yes. So makeover, okay, in general can change an experience for a woman. Okay, especially when you're booking a cocktail fantasy shoot. It's amazing for boudoir photo shoot because women are obsessed, okay, obsessed with the great looks, okay, how they look, they look perfect, okay, and a makeover and in general photo shoot makeover and boudoir glamour photo shoot improves a mental health state for a woman, okay. That's a huge confidence booster, okay, huge acceptance booster. And that was the question about, Okay, how important is makeover? Makeover for women is seriously important. Okay, there are women who do not care, okay, who don't need, okay, or they can do it for themselves, but majority would like to receive a service, okay. And especially I've noticed it's important when there is a so-called fantasy photo shoot with models. They freak out and they need that time to warm up to it, okay, to prepare, to get ready, to see that they amazing now and look so sexy, look so hot, yes. So that's, that's a big thing, okay. Men should think about this makeovers, right? And choosing the wrong boudoir photographer, okay, it's a very often thing, okay. When couples would come to have a photo shoot, they always, mention this. Someone, if they had the photo shoot before, they mentioned that they didn't have a good enough experience, okay. Now, before slagging someone off, I am telling you, in general, this experience or this knowledge, okay, is not available. You can't just go and learn in the university or any photography college on this topic. It's not available, it's not discussable, there is nowhere in education program. You can't have a great experience just for that reason. No one taught those photographers. The photographers have to go that path, through that path by themselves. And how they go it, this is their level, okay? And that's why some couples are not happy, okay? Not some, most of them, okay? And most of them are not happy because they didn't have what the couples want, okay? I believe that photography, like great pictures and great videos, it's just an outcome as a result. Okay, what really they want, okay, they want to have that experience. Okay, when they are in an amazing atmosphere, in an amazing environment, can share each other. Okay, be open to each other. Okay, be free. Okay, do not feel that they have judged, or any kind of, pressure in general. That's something what the human individual can bring to the shoot, okay. And if they don't have that, they can't offer that, okay. And that's why the service is limited, okay. Some photographers freak out that there is something more than, like a kissing, or touching going on, okay. And they will stop and they don't want to go involved in that. And couples want to have sex, okay. If you lead them, okay, through a role play, okay, foreplay scenarios, they get turned on and they would like to have sex in front of the camera and create this, okay, create these fantasies, right, in the photography format or in the video format, okay. So that's why some people, say that this is waste of my time or waste of money. It's an experience, okay. It is one level of experience, okay. What they looking at in general, they looking and comparing it with porn, okay. And if they didn't get that service, then it wasn't, it wasn't to their standard, okay. But like I say, photographers have not been trained to that standard, okay. No, seriously. Seriously, they haven't. Okay, so how they will know and how they will have this, right? And I have. Okay, I've been working in an adult business. Okay, before I become a photographer, right? And I spoke with thousands of clients who were coming to book models. Okay, what they would like with the models, what their fantasies are, okay, what kind of, we were agreeing and talking about the models. And one of the services which I do as a, as a manager is a watching service, okay. It's a watching service, and it's, how to say, it's very special experience when you do a watching service, okay. You just go and you go and stay in a room when they having penetration with a model, with escort model, right? So adult business is based on that, okay, on sexual experiences, right? And I can tell you, I was blown away, to be fair, at the start when I got into this. I can tell you, this this watching it actually was very different. I know how the photographers feel when they have to